Yo, it's United Nations. Let's talk about it. Yo, now in terms of looking into the type of situation we're dealing with. Think about it. The Louie bag represents the money. The Louie bag represents the item that they're claiming was the probable target. Think of this in general. This Louie bag is everything dealing with the case. Not only have we not heard about the Louie bag and what it represented and where it was going, but the whereabouts of this Louie bag are still in question. Let's be exact here. When dealing with video, we've seen separate videos of Robert Allen. We've seen a separate video. Matter of fact, we haven't seen a video of Trayvon Newsom, but we've seen a separate video of Dedrick D. Williams and Robert Allen. I need you to think about this in depth. Why is that so? Can anyone show me the videos with a specific date on it to show me it was the day of June 18th, 2018? Is there anybody that can do that? Now, this is of importance because if we think about this intricately, we're still asking what happened to the Louie bag. Now, dealing with the investigators, we have not had them talk about it in detail. But even if it's taken in evidence, remember the story that was placed on this Louie bag by the witness named Victor, now declaring he was not there. He was saying there was a tussle over this Louie bag. Did anyone in and around this case, when that video was released, see a tussle over the Louie bag? We didn't see it. We seen someone reaching in the car, and we seen people with two weapons. This still not disclosed what actually happened with this Louie bag. They made it a materialistic is, and even if he is saying it was taken into evidence, we still don't have that proof. I'm being objective here. Either it was taken into evidence or not. Either there was some type of controversy over it or not. Let's be real. The biggest controversy is the videos people are talking about. We don't have anyone validated on any story they gave that actually were on the site. Why would that be the case? What was it about this? We asked how he knew to show up. Now he's saying he wasn't there. We didn't see him on the video, but why did he release the story and make the comments he did? If he was never addressed on it, would he have told the truth? That's the problem. That's the problem. Would you have told the truth if I never called you out? I dare you to say I wasn't the only one calling you out. When I was calling you out, people were like, why are you calling him out? For a reason. Because I said you did some cartoon stuff, left your eyes outside and ran inside because I ain't see you. They showed a video. The only thing we see is the uncle running. Really? Who's putting respect on witness named Victor's name? You're not even on the witness list. How is that? You see get called in as a witness. Oh, because he's not trustworthy. Then why was he speaking in the first place? To take the ideology of what was before them. That's what I believe you were within this whole system. Because of the people you linked up with, I know are pawns. Let's be real. If someone was coming for money and they knew it was, and the story did not play out how someone who was first on the scene said, would they not be suspicious? Any normal investigator would begin investigating the person that was on the scene saying something happened a certain way. But this one person in this one situation is able to get away with no scot-free, with no type of questioning, no type of let me bring him in, no nothing. But he can go on social media and tell a full story. It really makes me question investigators then. Did you really have a motive behind how the information was delivered? Was this to throw us off? Let's think about this intricately. It makes perfect sense looking at it that way. Now I'm in the cockpit flying through and we're just thinking, I'm like, man, because I'm getting more information involving this Louie bag on the backside. But even without that, where's the video? Like, we don't even see X exiting the store. We just see him in a car. How am I supposed to make of that? And I'm presuming because it's his car, he was driving it. I don't even have any information showing his face, showing different things. We're just assuming right now. So they're solving a case off of assumptions, assuming this money was linked to him, assuming this. What case was ever solved off of assumptions? I've never seen this before. Let alone now the uncle's MIA for questioning, but randomly they question him. Oh, we're looking for him, can't find him again. Is that where it ends? They're not talking about their searching for him. They're not sending out information leading if you guys find him and any information leads to him. Like, it's very funny. They're handling it very weird. I seen you guys do that for a common criminal, but you're not going to do that for a murder investigation? Where has this case come to? Where's this world in terms of what we're looking at to make a depiction of what is actually going on? Where does that end us at? This is the type of stuff I'm talking about. These are the type of behaviors that I'm saying are suspicious. How are they not? Are they not? This is just, it gets to the point where it's just like, really? Now we're breaking it down in full, really? Do you guys really make sense? Now let me say this. There was someone who's an affiliate that was rapping about a Louie bag and hinting at different things, and he's trash on the mic. Trash on the mic. You pick up the mic, everybody puts the headphones down. The one person you found to be a fan, we found out that you're duping and stole money from them. So how are you trustworthy with money around? You prove money around you is not safe. Not even looking out for you. Your word, if you ain't got your word, you ain't got nothing. If I make a promise to someone I care about or allege to care about, and I don't come through with it, what does it all mean? How does it depict me as a person? Not make you think. Guys, this is rudimentary. This is a rudimentary examination of character. And when I examine it even in more depth, it really leads to curiosities. Like, what is he actually talking about? What is he actually talking about? Like, really? Because these receipts I'm looking at, like, we already got at you, but it just gets weird. It gets weird. And I know you're in and out the precinct getting questioned. I know that for a fact. So my thing is, they already got you. So you ain't got to worry about that. You've been funny stuff since the jump, and I called it out. And then I listened to it, and you're mentioning a Louie bag, talking about Gucci this. Like, funny, trying to pose with people. Yo, here's the crazy thing. If you think more in depth, there was a situation where they had to get your back. Number one, that lets me know I can't count on you to get my back if something happens. Number two, you still need people around you for justification of your credibility. That's a fact. You're posed up with so many different people that are quote unquote authentic around, and you're like, oh, this makes me authentic. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. You make you. If you say you're about this and about that, why couldn't you handle a bully? You said you were doing this, and this, and you couldn't handle a bully? Really? Like, that's where, like, start examining the character around some of the people in this situation. Like, come on. Like, this is sad. This gets to the point, it's sad. It's like, to be cool, you knew you had to speak on the weapon. You knew you had to do this and that. Had to have a certain person come to the rescue. You're like, stop. Like, cut it out. If you want to be respected for what it is that you say you did, that's fine. And I'm not even doubting you didn't do it, because I know you weren't handling things a certain way. But at the end of the day, own up to the fact that you need help. Otherwise, you got to go to desperate measures to defend yourself. What is he talking about? Like, are you serious? This is crazy. The more I'm looking at it, it gets crazier, because I'm like, what's the character behind this? Remember I spoke on the receipts with you sending certain people money? Like, that stuff's still not on the table. We still got that. Are you serious? You sending out money for certain people. I wonder what that was for. I don't see them producing any of the music that you produced last. And you couldn't even give back to a fan that paid for your services. Like, stop. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. I'm gonna have more later on. I just had to mention this. The Louie bag. Everybody's mentioning Louis, Gucci this, Louis that. Is that what it's about? And your raps, if you live what you rap, if you say your raps are authentic, you already said you put hoes over the money. That's exactly what you said. That's not me trying to say, oh, that's what you said. Really? So where does art play into it? Where does your dream play into the part that you're willing to put a woman over your craft? That means your craft ain't worth much. You're doing it for a certain motive to get an outcome, which happens to be a woman. Hard for me to not see that, being the fact that, oh, come on, they're being bullied and maybe you weren't getting what you thought, but then when it really makes you look at character. It really makes me look at the person behind it. But you know how I rock. I got more on the way coming up, but I just thought this was crazy. Even thinking about it, like, it's just an insane thing to look into. I'm gonna get back at y'all with something else soon coming up. Respect to everybody. You're gonna hear from me soon. You know how I rock. Your favorite rappers time, your favorite movie stars time, your favorites time. You already know how I rock. Disgusted. All rights reserved.